Let's try the bow. Infinity. There we go. That's the one that we wanted. Hi guys, I'm Mike, and welcome back to the Mike's World Minecraft Survival series. This is already the 7th episode of the series, and I'm very much looking forward to doing this episode with you guys, because today we are going to make use of the spawner that we found in the last episode. And I didn't forget my promise, we are also building an enchanting setup, but because the spawner will provide us with a lot of experience, I have planned to make the enchanting setup right at the spawner when we have created a farm there. We're gonna go there right now, after we have gotten all the resources that we need to build both the cave spider farm and the enchanting setup. So here we go. First thing we're gonna need for the enchanting setup is a lot of books. Now luckily we have already created a cow crusher farm in this world, so that provided us with a lot of leather, like you can see. And we also created a sugarcane farm, but because I didn't want to wait like a million hours for it to grow, I expanded on the farm a little bit. We have the small one right here, and I've created another one a little bit larger over here, so we would get the sugarcane a little bit faster, because we need that to create paper. And with that paper and with the leather we can create books. So here we go, we're gonna take out the sugarcane and the leather. And I already have quite a bit of paper as well, a couple of books too. And then we're gonna go and create a couple of books. First, to make paper, you just need to put in a row of sugarcane in your crafting table, and then you can create 3 pieces of paper for every 3 pieces of sugarcane. So let's do that right now. I'm just gonna create all of it. So there we go, lots of paper. And after that, then you can see over here that we can create books. And you do that with 3 pieces of paper and 1 piece of leather. So we're gonna need around 45 books, I think 46. So let's go and see how many we can make. We can actually make 64 already, so that's not all needed. Let's just take the 45 that we want. 44, because we already have 2 over here, so that's enough. Okay, and then we can start creating bookshelves. And to create a bookshelf, you will need 3 planks on top, 3 books in between, and then another 3 planks. So in this case we are going to need 15 bookshelves, and we can create 10 with this, so need to get a little bit more wood, but we have more than enough books for this, so that's good. That's 5 more, there we go. Then we can put away the leather and the paper and the sugarcane. Won't be needing that anytime soon again, but still good to save that. We have the 15 bookshelves that we need, and then we can go and create our enchanting table. And I've already got the things aside for that, so here we go. We are going to need 4 pieces of obsidian, 2 diamonds and a book, and there we go. There is our enchanting table. So we have everything we need for the enchanting setup right now. And I have already put aside the stuff that we need for the cave spider spawner as well. And you can see that over here. I'm basing this design off of the design of Shulkercraft. He creates a lot of awesome farms on his YouTube channel. And I think this is going to be a very nice addition to our world as well. So we're going to need 3 iron trapdoors, 3 cobblestone slabs. Any slabs will do, of course. Spruce signs, 3 of them, 3 chests, 3 hoppers, 3 pieces of wall, 3 cobblestone stacks, and that's just for actually closing up the farm. And I'm gonna take a couple of spruce logs with me as well. So then we have everything that we need. I'm gonna run off to the cave spider spawner, and then we're gonna create the farm over there, and I'll show you what we're gonna do in order to get the farm working. So here it is, just the way we left it, and we're gonna need to do a little bit of digging to create enough space around the spawner so we can have an area where they can safely spawn, and we will create a killing area. The plan is to dig a 9 by 9 square around the spawner, and we are going to need to leave a space open of 2 blocks on the top, and we need 3 blocks down on the bottom. So just gonna get started on that right now. Gonna be quite a bit of digging, and I hear quite a lot of spiders around here. So something is telling me that this probably isn't the only spider spawner in the area. But who knows, if we could connect those would be awesome. But for now I'm just going to go and build a farm for this one spawner. That's going to be more than enough already. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And need to go down 3 blocks. Whoops. I don't think I've lit up the place enough. Gonna put down a couple more torches so they won't just keep spawning on me while I'm working. Like you can see, we already dug out quite a bit, but also still have quite a bit to go. So I'm gonna keep working at it. And when I have the room complete, then I will show you what to do next. Like you can see, we dug out a hole 9 by 9. There are 3 holes below the spawner and 2 holes above it. Now we can create a little hallway where the spiders will be led to by water. And there we can safely kill them and gather our experience and their resources. So just gonna get to that right now. First we're gonna need to create an infinite water source, because we'll be needing that in a little bit. There we go. I have a second water bucket on me. Yeah, there we go. When you place a water source on the right of this hole and one on the left, then the middle one will also become a water source. So now I can infinitely get water from this. This is a really neat trick to be able to get water infinitely from just 2 buckets of water. We're gonna put a bucket of water in the corner over here. And one in the corner over there. And like you can see, the water now starts flowing in this direction. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take back the water source. So we are going to need that in a little bit. There we go. And now we can block this up. There we go. And we're gonna dig out 1 block deeper over here. Let's hope we don't run into a lot of extra mine shafts while doing this. So there we go. I'm gonna close this hole up for a second. Let's see, there. Okay. And now we need to dig a hole over here, which is 3 blocks wide and 7 blocks deep. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna need to light it up, because otherwise we'll have spiders breathing down our neck very soon. Then we're gonna dig this all out. Okay, now first we're gonna place the 3 signs that we took with us. We're gonna do that over here, just 2 rows in. We're gonna place them here. And by shift clicking you can actually place them side by side against each other, so like this. And then we're gonna go 2 blocks back over here, and then we start digging this out. And what we'll do is we will place our chests in a row here. We need 3 of them. So 1, 2, oh no, you know what? It looks better if we do it like this. This is another trick that I can teach you. When setting down a chest next to another chest, it will automatically link up to be a double chest. So it will be one big one, like you can see over here. Which is great, but sometimes you don't want that. Sometimes you want to have single chests in a row. So the only thing that you need to do, keep shift down and then place the chest, and it will not connect to the chest adjacent to it. Same over here. There we go. Easy trick. Now we're going to connect the 3 hoppers that we took with us to them. So we're going to do that by holding down shift again and clicking on the back of the chests like that. And we're gonna need to place 3 slabs on top of it. And normally if you right click on a hopper, you will go into its inventory. You don't want that, so again hold down shift and then right click with the slab on the hopper, and then it will not open the inventory but just place the slab on top of it. Now behind the row of slabs we are going to dig out 3 holes again like this. And in these holes we are going to place the 3 walls that we took with us. So we're going to do one over here, one over there, and one over there. This is actually also a good time to start digging out the room that you want to use for your farm, because at this moment it's still a closed off block, of course, and can't really go anywhere. So I'm going to create a little bit more room over here so we can create something of a nice waiting area here. And when that's done, I will show you the last couple of steps to get this farm up and running. Yeah, there we go. Needed to dig down a little bit. And now we are getting back to the entrance where we came from, so that's better. Even get a little bit of iron out of it, never bad. So don't mind if I do. There we go. Let's fill that up again. Yep, straight to the exit. So that's great. Now we're gonna have a nice place to create a bit of a stairwell. That already feels a lot better. Very good. To finish up the farm, first we are going to dig away the last row of blocks that is touching the water, like this. So the water will start flowing into the little hallway that we created. Oh, need to fix a small hole here again. There we go. Yeah, like that. Don't like the wood over here either, so gonna put a piece of cobblestone in there. And now you can see the water is flowing up until this point to the signs. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna use our 2 water buckets to create another patch of water here. There. And now this will flow to the killing area where we can kill the spiders. So next we need to cover up the top of the tunnel, so we are going to do that like this. And if you want to follow the tutorial made by Shulkercraft, it is really excellent. So if you are interested in that, I will share the link in the description below. And now lastly we need to place the iron trapdoors on the top over here. And actually the farm is now ready, but we still need to activate it by removing all the light sources from the spawning area that we already created. But that can be quite a little bit dangerous, so make sure that you have your sword close by. Gonna do that right now. I'm going to hack a small pathway into the farm over here. And then we're going to remove these really fast and then get out of here even faster, hopefully, because the spiders will not wait with spawning until I'm done, regrettably. Gonna do the difficult one on top first. Okay, and now they should be spawning quite fast. There we go, closed it up again. So I think we did that quite nicely. Now I'm gonna close this up for a second. There we go. And here we go, the first spiders are already coming in. That's a good sign. That's a good sign that the farm, that it's working really well. Yeah, this is going to be a wonderful addition to our new world. Because with the experience we will get from this farm, we will be able to enchant our gear. And that's something that you really want to do when you start exploring the Nether and the End later in the game. Because you are just going to need the enchantments to survive a lot better. So here we go, just gonna kill a couple of spiders. And because of this build, we will not be hit by this poison of the spiders. So this is an awesome cave spider farm. And I'm going to have a lot of fun with this for sure. So now the spawner farm is done. We can actually create our enchanting setup. And I wanted to do that close to the spawner farm. Because like you can see here, you can get a lot of experience just by standing here and killing the spiders. And all the experience can be used immediately in the enchanting setup. So I'm gonna dig out a little room for that as well. And that will be an awesome combination to have here. So you will have experience close by, while also being able to enchant your stuff. So that's great. Well, because I'm a huge fan of symmetry, I decided I wanted to create a room that was an odd number of blocks wide, because the enchanting setup that we are going to put down is also an odd number. So here we go. I dug a tunnel 3 blocks wide and 3 blocks high to this room over here, and this is where I'm going to set down the enchanting table. So right over there. There we go. This is going to be our enchanting spot. I'm going to spruce up the room a little bit later, but for now I want to show you how you can work with the enchanting setup. So here you go. When you go into the enchanting table, you can put items in there, and then you can see enchants that are enabled with the current setup. And at the moment we just have the table here. You can increase the level of enchants that you can get from the table by surrounding it with bookcases, which is why we made so many bookcases. You need 15 to get to the maximum level. When you start surrounding the enchanting table with bookcases, then you will start seeing these symbols flying towards the table, and this will actually increase the level of enchantments that you can put on there. Like you can see here, now I was able to do power 1 when we just had the table on the floor, but now I've surrounded it with 9 bookcases already, and now you are able to get power 2. And if you put even more bookcases down, this will increase even further. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Then we have 15 bookcases surrounding the table, and now you should be able to get the highest level enchantments. Like you can see here, we are already able to get power 4, which is a way stronger enchantment than power 1. So that's great. Another item that you need to be able to enchant items is lapis lazuli. We already found a little bit of that while caving, so I'm going to get that, put it down here in the cave with us, and then we will be able to use the enchanting table on our gear, and hopefully we will get the infinity enchant that I was talking about in the last episode on our bow, because we still don't have a large stack of arrows. And that would mean that we will never need any more arrows than the one that we already have. So I took a little bit of an unorthodox way out of the caves, because I thought what would be a better way than to get back into the experience farm than a water lift to go downstairs and upstairs again as well. So I pillared my way up from the cave, and it was a little bit of digging. But now I know that when I dig down here, that I will reach the experience farm underneath it. So this is a great way to actually be able to get to it a lot faster. And I really want that, because otherwise I would have to get into the cave every time. I would need to fight some mobs probably. And after that, then I would finally be able to get to my farm. But now I will just take the elevator down here, which I still have to create now, of course, but I know where to put it. And then we can just hop in, go down very fast, and go up very fast again as well. But I will be creating that in a future episode. But now, first I want to go and get some lapis lazuli so we can enchant a couple of our items. And hopefully we will have a couple of nice enchants on our equipment then. I took out all the lapis lazuli that we have. And also I took out the diamonds and a couple of iron ingots, because maybe we want to create some new equipment as well to enchant. So here we go. Gonna go to the pillar. First gonna take a bit of water again, because we lost that while building the farm. And like you can see, it's over here. This is going to be really nice, because we can be sure that we have one entrance over here and the exit over there. And when we get back up, I will put down a water source on the top, and then we will be able to flow down with the water, and we will eventually end up at our farm. There we are. And now I'm gonna run back upstairs and put a water source in there, so we can always just take that down to the farm, which is going to be a lot quicker and a lot easier than traversing these caves. I suddenly remembered that I actually have one of the requirements for the elevator already in my inventory, because we have gathered a couple of magma blocks in the nether. So this is going to be the elevator to go downstairs. To create the elevator to go upstairs, we're going to need some soul sand. Haven't found that in the nether yet. I did see a large patch of it in the distance, so we're going to go back to the nether soon to get that. But for now, this is going to do fine to create the elevator to go downstairs. We're also going to need something that I thought we had already gathered as well, but well, it's not that hard to get. Just need to get into the water a little bit, and it's over here. We're gonna go downstairs and there, destroy this. And then we are going to get some kelp, because we are going to need this kelp to actually create a lot of water sources in our elevator. Because when the elevator is not filled with water sources, then it will not work the way it's intended. So I'm going to show you how to do this when we have gathered enough kelp, and I think that just about a stack will be fine. Oh, that's why I wasn't finding that much kelp. This dolphin is eating it all. So, we have a stack now. Luckily we had a large patch of kelp close by, and off to the elevator. We're gonna put down a water source down there. I'm going to ride it down, going down as fast as we can, because we don't want to suffocate, of course. And then, now we've gotten downstairs, I need to do something about this. Because now the water is running freely, which is not something that we want. So, here we go. Gonna box this in. Gonna box this in too. And then I'm going to put down 3 signs over there on the wall. Which will make sure that the water is not going anywhere. Gonna dig out 1 more block on the bottom. Going to put the dirt over there, and then I'm going to place kelp, and I'm going to do this all the way up, because by doing so you actually create a water source in every spot that the kelp is growing. So we've only had a water source on top here, of course, but now that we have created an entire plant of kelp in there, this entire column of water is now based on water sources. So that is great. Gonna go downstairs again and destroy the plant. And then I will show you how this will work. There we go. And now I'm gonna take out the block below and put a magma block in there. And what this does is this will create a water column that will, like you can see, all the kelp is coming down now. Normally it floats up, but the magma block creates a water stream going down, while the soul sand would actually create a water column going up. So that's what we want to do in the future. But for now we already have a nice elevator to go down, so that's good. When we get soul sand, I will create one that goes up, I think over there. I think this is a nice place to do it. So, but we will do that in the future. Now let's get to enchanting. So I noticed a really nice enchant on the table for swords. So, and I really think this enchant would be worth it to put on a diamond sword. So I'm going to create one in a moment. But first let's check what the pickaxe would get. It would get Unbreaking 3, which is also very nice. I think I'm going to prioritize the pickaxe in this case, because it's the tool that we use the most for sure. So let's see. Yeah, we're going to put the pickaxe in there. And then 3 lapis lazuli. And then we can buy Unbreaking 3. But a good thing to know is that you will not always just get what you see. They show Unbreaking 3 over here. But sometimes when you do this, you get a couple of additional enchants, and these can be very awesome. So let's hope we get something incredible. It could be just Unbreaking 3, but sometimes you get lucky. So here we go. Ah, it's just Unbreaking 3. Okay, well, we just made sure that the pickaxe won't break anytime soon, because Unbreaking 3 makes it break a lot slower, so that's good. But let's see what kind of an enchant the sword would get now. It would get Looting 3. That's even better. I really want that. and I need 30 levels. That's another thing that you need. You need lapis lazuli, but you will always need to pay levels as well. So we are level 34 at the moment. We can do this. I'm going to create a lot of iron tools and armor now, so we can check what kind of enchants will be available in the table. Because when you put in an item like the sword over here, then you can see what enchant you will be getting. And if you put in diamond version after that, normally the enchant level only gets higher, but it's almost always the same enchant that you see here that you would get on your iron sword in this case. We're gonna see what we're gonna get. This will be sharpness 4, which is not bad, but let's see what an axe would get. An axe would get efficiency 4, which is not bad either. A shovel would get efficiency 4 as well. And how about a pickaxe? A pickaxe would get efficiency 4. We could actually create a diamond pickaxe and then combine it with this one to get an efficiency 4 unbreaking 3 pickaxe, which would not be bad. But first I want to take a look at the armor that we have. We have it on us now, so I'm going to take it off and then put it in the table. Let's see. We would get unbreaking on the helmet. We would get unbreaking on the chest piece, unbreaking on the leggings, and protection 3 on the boots. Let's try the bow. Infinity. There we go. That's the one that we wanted. And like you can see, it will cost us 3 lapis lazuli and 3 enchantment levels. And those enchantment levels are actually your experience levels. So you have seen that we have grown to level 31 using our farm. And like you can see over here, this is a level 30 enchant, which means that you will need to be at least level 30. But since we can use this one. Then we put in 3 lapis, and then we can get the infinity enchant, like you see over here. We get punch 1 as well, which is a knockback effect. But what you can see now is that we went down in level. We went down from level 31 to level 28. And this also means that for future enchants at the moment we cannot use the highest level enchants because we are not level 30 anymore. And this is where the spider farm comes in handy. Because we are just going to stand here and kill this load of spiders. And you will see that we will be getting an incredible amount of experience by killing these guys. And then we can start to use the enchantment table all over again. So the combination of these two in close proximity is awesome, because it will cost you a lot of time otherwise to get back to the experience farm that you have on another location in your world. And now we just hit these guys and we are level 31 again. So we can get back to the table and start enchanting. So there we go. Gonna see what we can get now. What would we get if we would enchant a pickaxe? Where are you? Here you are. Okay, Unbreaking 3 again. We already have Unbreaking 3 on this pickaxe, so I'm not too impressed with that. Let's see what a sword would get. Smite 4. This is an enchant that makes sure that your sword will do more damage against undead targets, like skeletons and zombies, but not something I'm interested in right now. I was actually hoping for Bane of Arthropods at the moment, because that does more damage against spiders. And that's very handy to have for our farm, of course. So I'm just gonna play around a little bit more with the enchanting table, and when I've gotten something nice again, I will report back to you guys. Another very useful item to have near your enchanting setup is actually an anvil. I will be creating that now, and you need quite a lot of iron for this, but luckily we have quite a bit. So you need to create 3 iron blocks, which you create with 9 iron ingots, and put them in the top row, and then create a foot underneath it with iron ingots, like this. We're going to set down the anvil close to our enchanting setup. You know what, let's do that over here. And with an anvil, you are able to repair items that you have. You can put in a diamond pickaxe, for example, and then put in the material that the item was crafted with. Or you can combine 2 pickaxes with perhaps different enchants to create one with multiple enchants, which is really useful as well. So I thought I'd just put one down over here so we can do that in the future. At the moment I don't want to use this for the pickaxe that we have. I'd rather create a new pickaxe and see what happens there with an enchant, but haven't found a nice enchant on the enchanting table for it yet, so I'm gonna keep trying. So nothing nice appeared on the table for anything that I actually want at the moment yet. So what you can do then is just enchant an item with a low level enchant, and then the table will reset for all items again. So then you have a chance that you will get a nice enchant on something else. So here we go. I'm just going to enchant this iron shovel with efficiency 2. That's fine. And now you will see that the enchants actually shuffled again. So there we go, efficiency 4. I like that. So I'm going to put in a diamond pickaxe and put efficiency 4 on it, and let's see what happens. Maybe we actually get Unbreaking 3 for free with that as well. So let's hope and pray. Efficiency 4 or efficiency 4. Okay, still just efficiency 4. Now I can show you how to use the anvil. So there we go. You can put in the efficiency 4 pickaxe and then combine it with the Unbreaking 3 pickaxe. And like you can see, it will cost us 6 levels, so 6 experience levels again. We will go from 27 to 21, but then we will have an efficiency 4 Unbreaking 3 diamond pickaxe, which will probably last us forever. And especially if we one day get a mending enchant on this. So I'm gonna take this for now. This is awesome. I'm going to move away from the spiders a little bit because they are driving me insane. Back at the house again. I'm really happy with the progress that we made today. The addition of the cave spider spawner farm is incredible. It's gonna be so helpful for us in this world. We will be able to enchant our gear a lot easier now that we have this experience farm available. And I'm also very happy with the enchanting setup that we have set up straight next to the experience farm. That's a very nice synergy that the both of them have. Also, I'm looking forward to finishing up the elevator that I want to have in place there. We already have the one going down, just need to get some soul sand to get the one going up working as well. So that's going to be something we do in a future episode. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft videos. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!